Okay, so I can't screen record on this computer because I just use it for the software and for watching TV, streaming or whatever. But I don't know what the problem is here. This is my drawing that I did. I did a really simplified drawing, and the colors just, they don't line up to what I actually created on my iPad, and I'll put that on the screen here when I post this. But so when I get to this point, I do all that good stuff. Now my drawing, I kind of thought of it in terms of like when I'm doing an SVG for the Cricut. If you have any holes in any of this, like if you didn't color in good or whatever, it will cut it in the Cricut. It'll read it unless you put a solid background. So behind this, I did do a solid white as, like, you know, the back layer to make sure that it didn't have any holes. But I don't think it reads it the same as it does on the Cricut. So hopefully this doesn't look too hard to understand. But like when I get here, what's going on? The dark, well, I can see it on my phone, but I can't see it so good on my computer screen. Let me see. I can see holes in my artwork, and I don't really understand that, but I'm playing around. I also did one that has a black outline so that I could do a satin stitch, but this, I'm trying this one. I did one without it and one with it. You can see here, there are a lot of holes in my artwork. Let me see if I can get this back. See, that's not there in the original drawings. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. This is my Achilles heel, I guess, for my art, trying to figure out this software. I was working on key fobs this morning, and I'm just so ready to learn to use the software for myself, because I have been digitally drawing on my iPad for about 4 or 5 years now, and I've gotten pretty decent at it. But here we go. I've got a new learning curve. I'm thinking I might take out the colors just to do a solid design and see how that works out. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna come back and try it, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so hopefully this doesn't look horrible with me filming with my phone. I'll figure out screen recording later. I am just really trying to figure out this embroidery stuff. So this is my design, kind of dumbed down a little bit. I didn't do any of the shading. I only have 4 basic colors. I changed the direction to kind of, I hope that's not a problem in there, but I just kind of changed the directions of all the fill layers so that they look better that way, I guess. Increase the density just by a little tiny bit of each layer. My intention was I would like to try to learn how to make key fob in the hoop designs. I think once I can master this and learn how to cut in different sections or layers or whatever, then maybe I will be able to create something like that. I just think it would be tons of fun. I actually really enjoy those, making those key fobs. But I'm gonna do the simulator and see how this looks, and then I'm gonna take it over. I'm gonna save it and take it over to the machine and see how it. So this is my journey to learning machine embroidery. I have never had an embroidery machine before. I had a machine that would do embroidery. I just never did embroidery on it. I didn't have all the tools for it. So that is the finished result of the first drawing that I have done, just specifically to try and create an embroidery file out of it. I'm not going to call it a failure. I'm going to call it progress, because I've had this machine for a few months, and I couldn't even do this a few months ago. So we'll just see where this takes me. I hope you'll like, share, and subscribe, and come back to see my progress. Also, if you have any advice, or you know of any online classes I can take to improve my skills with this, I'd appreciate that. Peace, y'all.